Unlike most sports, there's absolutely no GOAT debate for hockey. Wayne Gretzky is one of the most dominant and greatest athletes of all time and is the GOAT of hockey by far. No one is even close to him in all-time points and leads the league in all-time goals and assists. But what made the great one so great? Let's take a look. Gretzky obviously leads the NHL in all-time goals, but how did he score those goals? Well, a big chunk of those goals came off of slap shots. More specifically, slap shots off the wings. Gretzky would rush up the ice along the wing, and once he reached about the top of the face-off circle, he would wind up and rip a clapper far side. He got the shot off so quick, and the shot was so powerful for the time that there was nothing the other team could do. Gretzky always saw the game a second or two early. He knew what the other team was going to do with the puck before it even happened. Fellow Hall of Famer Phil Esposito had this to say about the great one.
Nobody ever passed the puck better than Wayne Gretzky, and nobody ever knew what you were going to do before you even knew it than Wayne Gretzky.
Gretzky almost saw the game of hockey in slow motion. He didn't go to where the puck was, but where it was going to be. He used this to make tons of takeaways and created a lot of goals for himself and his teammates. Overall, Gretzky had one of, if not the best hockey IQs in hockey history, and he always knew what was coming. You can't talk about Wayne Gretzky's dominance without talking about Gretzky's office. And of course, this isn't an actual office, but it was the area behind the opponent's net. This is an incredible example of how Gretzky used his office to produce an insane amount of points. In fact, Gretzky's first NHL goal started from his office. Gretzky could either walk out in front and take a shot, or lay a perfect pass over to one of his teammates. Either way, there was almost nothing the other team could do. Gretzky was also amazing at getting away from opponents. Not by doing any flashy toe drags or dekes, but just by simply skating around them. Gretzky's elite skating for the time allowed him to quickly change directions to open up new angles for shots or passes. If he doesn't have a way to the net, you just create one by scanning the ice and making a simple change of direction. Overall, it is very hard to argue that Wayne Gretzky is the greatest hockey player ever. Some people say that the reason he scored so much is because the goalies were bad at the time. And sure, they were, but Gretzky led the 80s in points by 851 and the 90s in points by 93. So it wasn't even close. And in my opinion, Wayne Gretzky is the greatest and most dominant athlete of all time.